after the game? That we didn't make enough plays to win the game. It wasn't the defense's terrible performance the first half. It wasn't the offense's poor performance in the second quarter. It wasn't us missing field goals or extra points. It was when you lose, it's a total team problem. I'll take responsibility for the poor defensive showing in the first half, obviously. And to be honest with you, we didn't do anything different in the second half. But obviously, preparing for the game, we didn't show them the right things and get them used to reacting to the right things, because they killed us with screens early in the game. They put us on our heels, and when we got on our heels, we couldn't tackle, we couldn't break on a ball, we couldn't cover anybody, and the 2 screen passes are what put us on our heels. So obviously, we didn't show them enough in practice, the screens.
Do you think the bye or the 16 days off had anything to do with the first half kind of lack of measurement?
I think we weren't ready for the speed of the game, but they had a bye week too, so that's not an excuse either.
Coach, you said you were nervous about the game.
Do what?
You said you were nervous about the game during the weeks.
Yeah, certainly. I'm nervous about every game, but for some unknown reason, people didn't give Wyoming the credit they deserved. Wyoming's a good football team. I guess everybody knows it now. Nobody wanted to admit that going into the game. And whether you think the stuff that our players hear and see matters or not, it does, because they hear the same things that I hear, and they read the same things I read, and they see the same things on the internet and everything else. And we've got to be more mature football team, so none of that stuff bothers us.
Wide receiver didn't have a catch until like 1:19 to go in the game. What are you seeing with your wide receivers? What do you think is going on between Lindley and your receivers not being able to get on the safe there?
Well, a lot of times it's the coverage that they're using to take the wide receivers away. And then we started running the ball well enough that they had to change the coverage, which allowed us to have more one-on-ones with the wide receivers. And when it's one-on-one, we got some guys that can beat some people and catch the ball.
Coach, in the first half, Ryan Stoppage was warming up as a field goal kicker. It looked like Abel had something wrong with him. Was he banged up? Was there a little nick on him or something?
No, there's nothing wrong with Abel.
Did you say anything to him after the game?
Nope. It's better not to say anything to a kicker after that kind of problem.
Stay one hand's okay?
No, I don't think so. I don't know exactly what the injury was, but he got hurt, I don't know where, in the first half, and then they said he couldn't play anymore. I don't know if they know for sure what it is. It's a shoulder injury of some kind.
What was the difference with the defense in the second half, would you say? 8 punts,
I think a couple things happened. I think they started executing a coverage that we had to prevent screens, which we didn't execute in the first half. And then once we had a little success, all of a sudden they started playing at their regular speed, and instead of playing like they were afraid to make a play, they started making plays. I mean, we should have played like that in the first half. If we would have been able to make the adjustments on the sidelines, we'd have played that. We'd have played better in the first half. I mean, that's as bad a defensive performance in the first half as I've ever been associated with.